What's happened to you, Aunt Sheridan? You're just as bad as grandfather ever was.
That is so unfair and unfounded.
I don't think so. I was raped. And instead of being there for me, offering sympathy or support, you're just trying to undermine the one good, true thing I have in my life. My relationship with Luis.
That is not
You just
true.
can't stand that he loves me and I love him, can you?
It's not
What
that.
kind of selfish bitch are you?
What's going on here? Did I miss something? Miss something?
No, nothing really. I just keep having these flashes back to being attacked.
Sorry. I wish there was something I could do to make you feel better.
I know you would if you could.
Well, at least you've got your favorite aunt around for moral support, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, my dear Aunt Sheridan.
Hey, how about some ice cream, huh? I could call down to the kitchen.
No, no thanks. Not now. I'm just tired.
Of course, right. You need your rest. I wish I could stay, but Sam's gonna need me a while longer.
Why? What's going on?
Well, I didn't want to tell you, but I guess you're gonna find out anyway. J.T. Cornell was murdered downstairs.
Oh my God.
The tabloid reporter in Rome?
Yeah. And he was found in the middle of Chad and Whitney's wedding cake, no less.
Ew.
How gruesome.
And since he was apparently blackmailing half of Harmony, there are quite a few suspects.
So you're helping Sam with the questioning?
Among other things. I wish I could stay.
No, I'll be fine, Luis. Your job comes first.
Well, I won't be long. Promise. At least you got Sheridan to stay, right?
It's up to Fancy.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, since I can't be here, it makes me feel better knowing that she's with someone who loves her and that she trusts so much. Thanks again. This means a lot to us. Fancy and me.
Why didn't you tell him that you think I'm trying to undermine your relationship?
Wait, you think? I know what you're doing, Sheridan.
You could have made Luis hate me forever, so why didn't you take your best shot?
If I told Luis what you were up to, he'd be devastated. Even though he loves me now, he still cares about you. He thinks you're about the best person who ever lived, and I couldn't hurt him by showing him what a bitch you've turned into. A cold-hearted, mean-spirited, selfish bitch.
Oh, how dare you!
No, I am warning you, Sheridan. Stay away from Luis and me. Just steer clear, or next time I'll tell him everything. Just stay away from Luis, or I'll have to tell him how evil you are.
Okay, you are totally blowing this out of proportion. I know what I said sounded bad.
It sounded it was awful.
You completely misunderstood my motive. I didn't say what I did to hurt you and Luis. I said it to help you.
You must think I am an idiot.
No, don't be ridiculous. I think you are incredibly smart, and I love you. And I hate that you think the worst of me right now.
Well, you give me good reason.
Look, would you just hear me out for a second? The Cranes have a long, sorry history with the Lopez Fitzgeralds.
Yeah, you ought to know. You're the one who broke Luis's heart.
I'm not talking about me right now. I'm talking about the rest of our family. For starters, my mother took Pilar's husband away from them. My father was behind Antonio's death. Not to mention the countless atrocities that he has committed against Teresa. And then he not only took Marty away from me, but he did it to Luis. He wanted to punish him in the worst possible way that he knew how. You have no idea what Marty's death did to me. No idea at all. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think I married Chris?
I've been trying to figure that out. Because he had a son Marty's age?
That's part of it. But I do love Chris. There was a moment after I married Chris that I found out that Luis was alive. And I could have left Chris to be with Luis. But I didn't. I couldn't bear to put Luis through any more suffering than he had already been through at my father's hands. Any involvement with our family will only put him through pain and heartache.
I am not you, Aunt Sheridan. Luis and I can have a happy life together.
You really believe that?
Yes, I do. Grandfather's dead. There isn't anything he can do to hurt us.
Oh, no? Alistair can reach from beyond the grave, trust me. He would rather rot in hell for all of eternity than to see you or me with Luis.
I'm not afraid.
Then you are making a terrible mistake.
Luis and I are strong, and we both love each other. We can handle whatever life dishes out.
Does that include your recent rape? As you said yourself, you just endured the worst thing that can happen to a woman.
I'll survive.
I'm sure you will. And when I heard about what happened to you, it just broke my heart. Because yes, I'm your aunt, but I also think about myself as your big sister. When I heard about this horrifying nightmare, it just tore me up inside.
Well, I told you I'm dealing with it. I'm not alone. I have support.
You mean Luis?
Yes, I mean Luis. He's been wonderful.
They usually are. At first.
Who are they?
The husbands and the boyfriends of rape victims. No matter what they say, or how supportive they seem, they usually can't get the image of the violations against their girlfriends or wives out of their minds.
Luis is a policeman.
Yes, yes. But he's a man first, Fancy. And every time he touches you, he's going to have to remember that some stranger attacked you, had sex with you, and that would be hard for any man to deal with.
No.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. But it's just that this is an issue that you're gonna have to deal with before it eats away at both of you, and I don't want to see you get hurt any more than you already have been. Believe it or not, I was only doing this for you and Luis.
I can't tell you how relieved I am, Aunt Sheridan. And I'm so sorry I jumped to such a rotten conclusion about you.
You've been through so much.
Yeah, I'm still pretty shaken up about the attack. I'm not seeing things clearly. You know, I guess it's made me more guarded and suspicious than I used to be.
Anyone would be.
No, I should have known better. I hope you can forgive me for all the things I said to you.
Of course I can. I understand.
I'm really tired.
Why don't you get some rest?
Thanks for trying to look out for me and Luis. It means a lot to me.
Anything I can do. I'm here for you. I just don't want you to make a mistake that will cause you terrible pain. She bought it.
Not quite, Aunt Sheridan. I won't let you ruin what I have with Luis. God, who knew you'd turn into a world-class bitch?